This is it.
Okay, this is a great intro. This is the 43P, baby. We talked about Qatar.
Qatar. We talked about Pokemon. We talked about
Black Adam.
We talked about iPhones.
Musk, Twitter. The snow. Sweden weather is awful again.
But most importantly, it's a special episode. But we're not going to tell you why.
We're not going to address why. You will understand.
You will understand if you watch until the end.
43 podcast in the sky.
43
podcast. 43 podcast. 43 podcast in the sky.
Nice. I was confused in the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm still a little bit confused because I'm still a little bit confused.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you actually don't know the song.
No, I know it, but I didn't know which part we were at. Like 43 podcast in the sky. That's what you were doing, right? Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
No.
Oh, that's why I was so confused because it sounded like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, but like you were smoking pot right before you wrote that.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit I do on the daily.
Yeah.
But I was actually doing. We saw. Let me give you a hint. Mac DeMarco live show.
Mac DeMarco live show. Yeah. I don't remember what covers he did.
No, the opening act. I forget his name.
Kieran J. Callanan.
Yeah. He did Champagne Supernova. And that's how it goes, right? Champagne Supernova in the sky?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember that song. That's why it was difficult for me.
So you're not an Oasis kind of guy.
I'm not an Oasis. I've never listened to Oasis. Not even Wonderwall.
No?
No, I have listened to Wonderwall, but...
And you play guitar?
Nah, and I play guitar, and I never learned how to play that song.
But I bet you could, because it's just... How many chords?
I don't know. Couple, maybe 3. A lot of pop songs are made with just 3 chords.
That's the beauty of pop.
Yeah, it is the beauty of pop.
And the beauty of this is that it's the 43P.
Yeah, it is.
We're not joined by Gang in the Chair.
We're not joined by Gang in the Chair.
No Gang in the Chair.
No Gang in the Chair.
No. But you know what we are joined by? We're joined by the first snow of the fucking...
First snow of the year.
year. Snowed all day yesterday, and it's going to snow all day today.
I was unprepared for it. I was not ready for it at all, actually.
No.
Did you know that was going to happen?
My dad did call me, and he was like, I actually forgot to put on winter tires this year.
Really?
Yeah. Or it was 2 days ago. And he was like, it's going to snow tomorrow, apparently.
Yeah.
I says, huh, Dad?
But that doesn't sound like your dad. Not that I know your dad, but I feel like he would be on top of that shit.
You're right.
Right? What happened this year? What's wrong?
I don't know what happened this year. Yeah. But honestly, it is kind of early for snow.
Yeah, what is it? It's November 20th.
Usually we get this shit in like December, January.
Yeah, it happened fast because it was unusually warm also for November, and then it just switched.
Yeah. And now we're left depressed.
Yeah, but yesterday was pretty good for me. I was okay with the snow. Like the first snow, it's okay. And today it's also kind of okay. But tomorrow I'm tired of it already, I think.
Today I'm tired of it already.
It's that quick for you.
Yeah, it's that shit when you're trying to walk through the slush and the snow and your foot goes down, but it slides a little to the side every time you put your foot down and put your weight down.
Yeah, exactly. I experienced that with my Adidas.
Sneakers,
I was Bambi
flat.
on ice. Yeah,
you were a real Bambi on ice.
I was a real Bambi on ice trying to get here.
Yeah, and that ain't right.
No, I need to get winter shoes, but I don't like winter shoes.
No,
I don't like winter shoes.
Like the look or the wear.
The look and the wear. I like being agile. I like my agility.
You are an agile guy,
and I can't be agile if I have clunky winter shoes on me.
Yeah, that's true.
I like it on other people, but on me, for some reason, I don't know.
I think. I agree, because you are kind of like a cheetah.
Exactly. I need my speed. I value speed.
You value speed. You were known for speed. And I think longtime listeners of the pod will know that you are actually known for speed.
Yeah, exactly. I used to be a quick runner.
Yeah. Anyway, what did you do this week?
This week, I was sick the whole week.
Oh,
up
that
until
kinda
this
nice
moment.
week.
Yeah, I think you can hear it a little. There's still some congestion going on, but I'm not contagious.
All right.
At least that I know of. No, but I really am not contagious.
Yeah, of all the times you had COVID, you never gave me.
Yeah, I
COVID.
respected you.
You respected
Because
me.
I know you take that shit seriously, so I respected you.
And you did, and you never gave it to me. You
Yeah.
gave it to tons of other people, probably.
Probably a lot of people.
Probably a lot of
But
people.
you managed to get it yourself without my
yeah,
help.
I got,
so.
yeah, that's true. I got it twice as well.
Yeah, no, I am a little bit worried because this weekend is the Florence Marathon. Time flies. It's happening.
You're going to Florence this weekend.
That's but the problem is I injured my knee a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, this is not an excuse, although it sounds like one. So I haven't been able to run for the last 3 weeks at least.
Holy
Maybe
shit,
even.
yeah.
Yeah. So I lost a lot of fitness, and I still have the pain. It's still not gone. It's on my left knee. And it happens after I run like a couple of kilometers. I get this like stabbing pain right under my kneecap.
Nice. That's
That's
not
sexy.
right.
Yeah. And then I also caught a cold.
Yeah.
So this is the worst build up to a marathon ever
Yeah.
in my young adult life. And to the point that I don't even know if I can run this Sunday.
You know
It's
what?
that bad.
If your physical condition has worsened,
Yeah.
but doesn't that for you? Doesn't that sort of improve your mental condition? And you said you went on record saying that it's all about the mental game.
Yeah,
in a
like
marathon.
in one way I'm getting hyped up because it's
Yeah.
such a bad build up and I'm like
God punished you.
yeah.
And now you're gonna punish him back.
Exactly. I'm gonna punish him twofold back. And I get excited by the idea of me still doing it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I can. Like I was trying to run I was running last week. I tried it out, and after 5 kilometers, I stopped because of the pain.
Okay.
And I need to do 42. So
oh, for
you do the math. Yeah, 43.
So are you like a 100% going to Florence this weekend?
I'm 100% going because I still have I've already booked and paid for the flight and the hotels.
Okay.
So worst case, I'm just gonna be there, Aziz Ansari style.
Yeah.
Master of None season 1.
Pasta
or 2.
making style.
Yeah.
And you're gonna vlog it on your Instagram.
In my head, like, because last month, like, this wasn't a good build up in general, the marathon, but last month I felt pretty good because I did take it more seriously, and in my mind I was like, I'm gonna like document my experience there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you all on a journey.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I can do that now.
That is something you can do, I think.
Oh,
And then, I mean, like, can you run the marathon? Maybe not. Like, maybe you don't want to.
it's exciting in a way.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean more like my dad used to have a lot of problems with his knee,
Yeah.
and then he would always be like, you only get one knee.
Yeah.
It's really poorly designed,
Yeah.
and you can't replace.
He only
it.
got one. I got 2.
Don't ever say that.
Don't
About my
know.
dad again, man.
What's wrong with your dad this year?
You gotta cool it with my dad, dude. But it's a really bad design, and you only get one on each leg. And but now he's better.
Oh.
So I don't know what he was saying. Like
Yeah, what
there's a
was
lot of
his point?
stretches you can do.
Yeah.
And like B12 vitamin is really important
Ooh.
for this sucker.
Wow. I'm no doctor.
You're no doctor, but my
Yeah.
dad is.
Yeah, your dad is.
Just kidding. He's actually not.
No.
But maybe you don't want to fuck up. You're only 29 years old.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Like you want a fucked up knee at
Yeah.
29 years old?
That's the thing. I was thinking that too. Like, I have nothing to prove. Like, I'm not a professional athlete. Like,
Yeah.
really, nobody would care if I did it or did not run this marathon. You know.
Like
So,
how many people are running the marathon in Florence?
I
Do
don't.
you know?
I don't even know. A couple of thousands.
Take your best guess at an exact number.
It's kind of an odd time of the year, and it's in Florence. Maybe 4,000 people.
4,000 people
Yeah.
are gonna go there and wonder where is Emir?
Yeah. Exactly. They're gonna be
Where's the
looking for me.
43p?
Yeah, but also I'm so bad with dealing with disappointment. So like, I don't know if I think I have to get on the racetrack at least on
Yeah.
Sunday because I would get so jealous if I didn't.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And maybe your hotel is close to the marathon,
Yeah, it is.
so you
I
would be
booked it.
seeing it regardless.
I'm gonna see it. It's gonna be all over the city. So
And how long are you there for?
from Friday to Monday.
That's nice.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's exciting, but it doesn't feel good. Yeah. Casey Neistat ran a marathon, ran the New York City Marathon a couple of weeks back, I think, and
But
he
doesn't
documented his journey, and it was fun to watch for me at least.
Was it on a GoPro or like a phone?
He did it in his like, I think he had people film him, and then he did like a voiceover thing, and
I see.
you know, he's creative with that shit.
Yeah, but he also has lackeys to do his bidding for him. You're just
Yeah.
one guy.
Yeah, I can't have people film me.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if you film it. Follow Emir on Instagram.
I'm gonna document it at least, I think.
Yeah.
And then we'll see. I can't imagine just doing a couple of kilometers and then just be like, I'm out.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of documenting it. Like,
Yeah.
what if you physically can't go anymore and you're like,
Yeah.
my knee it hurts too
And
much.
then
and
there's
like,
a shot of me going like this or something.
Yeah.
You know, like they do in documentaries.
yeah.
And then maybe some tears.
I think that would, if I watched that would make me cry.
Yeah. No, I am bummed up because there's a lot of like I signed up in June.
Uh-huh.
So it's a couple of months of just going out there and running. And
Yeah.
now it's like for nothing. But it's not for nothing, but
It's not for nothing. You were healthier.
Yeah. No, I actually am not too bummed out about it actually.
But your immune system benefited from it at least. So,
So interesting.
yeah.
We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated.
I saw Black Adam on Wednesday
Black Adam.
because it was my mom's birthday. And for her
And
birthday,
she always wanted to see Black Adam.
she loves The Rock.
Yeah.
So she wanted to go see Black Adam.
Oh yeah. You guys go to the movies every now and then. You and your family.
No, just me and my mom.
Just you and your mom?
Because my dad hates superhero movies.
Yeah.
My brother doesn't like the cinema. I don't like the cinema.
Yeah.
But my mom likes the
She
cinema.
likes it.
And rather than my mom going on her own,
Yeah.
I couldn't stomach it. So I go.
That's good. That's good.
And if she pays,
And you get some quality time with your mother
yeah.
doing something
Yeah.
that you don't usually do.
Yeah. And if you go on like an awkward time, it's pretty good.
And where did you go? Which one?
I'm all Scandinavia.
Okay,
your old
my old
stomping-
stomping
Yeah.
grounds.
You still run that place, you know?
Yeah.
I go there and I say, I know you.
Yeah.
And they sort of freeze in fear. The great
The
Emir?
great Emir, exactly.
He was a legend of cleaning up
The toilets. Nobody
toilets.
cleaned the toilets the way he did.
But it was a superhero movie, man. Unironically, The Rock and Pierce Brosnan was the best part of the movie, but The Rock was also probably the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
everything else was so fucking bad.
Bad, yeah.
Like the CGI was good and the action was kind of it was fun to watch. But man,
Yeah.
those movies are so fucking
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
dude.
I know. I can't believe that they're still going strong.
They are. Avengers Endgame should have been the last superhero movie.
Yeah, I'm so tired of the whole superhero thing.
Wakanda's out too now, so you can't actually say that you don't want to see that.
I can't.
You can't.
You can't say that about that movie.
You can't say that about that movie.
Yeah, no, yeah. The Endgame was the perfect way to just put that shit on hold for a while.
Yeah.
Do something else.
And then come out with Black Adam.
But was there something else showing at the cinema that was good?
Probably the only thing is Wakanda.
Yeah,
Black Panther.
Because ever since COVID, I have no idea what's going on in the movie industry.
What's going on in the movie industry? There's a Swedish movie called UFO Sweden that doesn't look awful,
That's good. That's a good start.
but it's still like it's still cheesy, man. I can't watch Swedish movies or TV. And
neither.
you know what? I'm wrong for that. I think.
You're right. Yeah, but I figured out the reason why I don't watch
Perfect.
Swedish
Go ahead.
movies. It's because for me, movies is a way to escape for a little while. Just
Yeah.
escape from reality throw yourself into another world for 2 hours. If I watch a Swedish movie, it's just like I'm just extending my day by 2 hours. Like I'm not escaping anywhere. I'm just still here in Sweden in my normal life. That's what I feel
Okay.
like, because I see the subway. I see these areas that maybe I walked there earlier that day even. So it's like I don't get that escapism.
That's a very interesting take. I must agree, I guess. Other than the fact that I think Swedish is a cheesy language. So like if they're trying to do something serious.
Yeah, besides all of that, the acting and everything.
Yeah. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
But if the movie is in Swedish, set in somewhere else, like Qatar.
I think I would still. Maybe it's the language too.
Mm.
That's part of it.
What if it's an English Hollywood movie?
May-
What if they made Captain America
Yeah.
in Stockholm?
Yeah. Yeah. Then I would. I would watch that. I wouldn't have a problem with that as
So
much.
what the fuck's your problem?
I don't know.
man?
It's the escapism.
It's the mix of Swedish and it's in a place, and you're like, oh, I
Yeah.
went to school there, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck,
Like,
man.
ugh, I don't want to think about that.
Uh-huh. Okay, I respect that.
Exactly. So there's that.
Speaking of Qatar, though,
Yeah.
as
World
a-
Cup.
as a soccer fan,
As a soccer fan.
because listen,
you want my take?
you are a soccer fan.
Yeah, I am, and
And
I
I-
used to be good.
You used to be, yeah, you used to be good. I've only seen you play once.
Yeah,
You guys did lose that game,
we did.
but
Still think about that every day.
yeah, everybody else who was playing there, the enemy team, they were cringe. Okay, Qatar. Do you want to
Yeah.
set anything up here? Because you must be way more updated in all this than I am.
Yeah, I have nothing like new or interesting perspective to offer. I think besides what everybody already knows, that it's corrupt as fuck.
Uh-huh.
The whole thing.
FIFA itself or the
FIFA is corrupt, and France is corrupt too. The president was involved somehow in that. There were bribes, and they were selling jet planes to Qatar, and Qatar was doing favors back to France. Like, there's a whole thing. Like, it's too much for a simpleton like me to.
Well, I didn't know any of that. So.
Yeah, but there's a lot of that. But everybody knows that it's 100% corrupt, and it's weird that it's set in November. Like, the first game is today.
Has
And-
it been, or is it?
No, not yet. And Qatar doesn't even have a football team. Like, what is Qatar even? It's like, how did they even get to sponsor this
Yeah.
event?
What is Qatar even?
What is Qatar even? and then you can't drink alcohol either.
No.
Beer is forbidden,
Uh-huh.
and that's such a bummer if you're a fan. Like, you want to
Yeah.
go to the stadium, you want to have a couple of beers, you just want to have fun, and you can't do that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess also the entire infrastructure is built on the backs of like modern slavery,
Yeah, exactly.
which we've gone on record
We've-
being against.
against seeing the utility but being against it.
Yeah.
Morally.
Because honestly, impressive work.
Impressive work. Yeah, but that's also part of it. The whole people dying to build the stadium,
Which is really bad.
and having real like bad working conditions in general.
Yeah.
I saw some documentary. I think the guy got to have 1 day off per
Hell yeah.
month. Per month, and his working hours were like at least 12 hours a day.
Jesus.
Yeah,
And then,
and getting paid shit also.
of course,
on top
they
of
don't pay
that.
him. And then all that money goes to the guys who
Yeah,
made the decision to do it. They were like,
Yeah.
yeah, let's build the stadium and host it here.
yeah. It's honestly, I'm not a, what would you call it? I don't know what you call it, like a political something.
Political.
What's the word I'm looking for? Like
savant.
savant or something like that.
Or
But I do feel like a bit weird about watching this World Cup. Like,
that's
it doesn't
the
sit
take
right
that I'm
with me.
interested in. Because I'm not gonna watch it regardless.
Yeah,
But as someone who really likes
yeah,
watching the soccer,
yeah. I'm gonna watch it for the love of the sport.
okay,
But I still feel like, ugh,
the
nobody
love-
wants this.
But does that transcend all of the corruption and like the
Yeah.
basically people who died to make the place
Yeah.
where they're gonna play?
But that's the problem. That's why it's so tricky, because people still want to see this World Cup.
Yeah,
You know, that is somehow stronger than the comparison that you made there.
yeah.
So I don't know.
Like you're not going to boycott
I'm not going to boycott.
because you love the sport too much.
I still want to watch it because it's a World Cup. It's such a phenomenon. It happens once every 4 years. It's so
But you're
it's so
human for that.
epic. Yeah.
You're human for that.
Yeah. But it sucks because for us fans, like, we get to feel guilty even though we haven't done anything. It's those corrupt people who should feel guilty,
But they don't, and they never will.
and they never will. Yeah.
That's that shit about the world, man.
Yeah.
To take it on a really smaller
Yeah.
perspective,
Yeah.
like the new Pokemon game that came out.
Yeah. I was gonna bring that up too, because I've been Yeah, for some reason I'm not a gamer, but with Pokemon, just for the fans. If you're a day one, you know we've talked
If you're a
about
day
Pokemon
one,
before.
you know there's 2 games.
There's 2 games.
I think we could probably argue 3, but
3.
2 essential games that
Yeah.
Emir is a real gamer about
Yeah.
Tibia
Yeah.
and Pokemon.
And Pokemon, for some reason,
For
it's
some
stuck
reason.
with me, Pokemon, ever since I was 8 years old. I've always been kind of updated on every generation, every game, and I even played most of them except for the last 2 or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been on the subreddit, and I've just been getting off on all the drama there.
It's very, very, very fun to just like go there and be like, what are they complaining about now? Like, oh my God, like this, like just plugging in another, the one that I saw today was if you plug in another controller
Yeah.
and you just hold the like 2 like direction pads like left, your guy runs like much faster or something like that. It's full of bugs.
Yeah.
Full of performance
The
issues.
performance, yeah, mostly it's about a lot of things, but it seems to be mostly about the performance and graphics.
That I really don't care at all about.
The graphics?
If they made the game look like it did on the 3DS, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're the biggest video game franchise ever,
Yeah.
and they make a game that like a 5-year-old can play and beat is, and like they put no effort into making anything new about the game.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's just like they're so lazy at this point where they're like, we don't have to do much but to the game, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's like all we have to do is slap that it's official, like this is an official Pokemon game.
Yeah.
We're gonna put maybe 10 new Pokemon in it.
Mm.
The starters are all gonna look the exact fucking same as the ones from the last generation.
Yeah.
And then we're just gonna send it out, and then it's going to sell. Like, and this is
Exactly.
it's going to be the best-selling game
Exactly.
this year, next year.
But that's the same dynamic as the World Cup. Like
Yeah.
Pokemon releases a new game, people still want to play for the love of it,
Exactly.
but they are against everything that they're doing with the games. So
But I think that's also a minority. I'll be honest.
What is
like,
a minority?
At least for Pokemon, but it also might be true for the World Cup. Like the people who are outspoken about the fact that they don't like it, it's a minority. How many viewers does the World Cup get per year? Every time.
I have no idea. I know it's the biggest event in the world, but I don't know what number.
Like,
it
could
is.
we say like
We could say
a
a billion.
billion?
We could say a billion. I wanted to say a billion for some reason.
yeah? Okay,
finale,
so
at
a
least.
billion in. Okay, let's say 1,000 people are really vocal about it online.
Yeah.
That's 1,000, and then maybe like you see a TikTok where it's like, oh, this is why the World Cup is corrupt, and
Yeah.
1 million people like the video.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, fuck that, I agree. 1 million out of 1 billion people who watch it, these like billion people are not going to care whatsoever.
Yeah.
They're like, they just want to see the World Cup. They don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
While 1 million people know that it's wrong.
yeah. And a lot of the players are not gonna say anything either,
No, of course not.
participating because
Because ka-ching.
Kaching and but I do think some players have said stuff about it, but it's like it's a World Cup. They still want to play a World Cup.
It's like the biggest event. So like,
it's-
yeah, like they were training, and for a lot of these players, probably it's like their first World Cup, maybe.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, like this is like the pinnacle. This is like what I practiced for the
Yeah.
entire. But like my people died.
Yeah,
To
no,
do
this
this,
one,
like,
this one feels so bad. Like it feels so weird that it's now. Like World Cup is always supposed to be in the
In
summer.
the summer, yeah.
A certain vibe, the weather's nice, people are out drinking,
Mm-hmm.
watching games. Like it's such a nice atmosphere, but this feels so weird.
Is it on purpose? Because then, I'm assuming in Qatar it's nicer weather than in
Yeah,
Sweden,
it's
for
because of the
instance.
weather. That's why they scheduled it for November.
Yeah, so that people in Sweden who are like, oh, like look at this, like this is awful. Like
Yeah.
I'm going to Qatar, baby.
Yeah, but it is interesting to have it is interesting to experience this. It's weird to just have the World Cup now. It feels so random. Like starting tomorrow, there's gonna be like 3 games a day. Like
Yeah.
it's nice, still.
Yeah, but it's also like, oh, starting from tomorrow, every day there's 3 games.
Yeah, in the group stages, it's
Yeah,
like
it's
maybe
exciting,
even more than
exciting.
3. Yeah.
Because a couple of weeks ago they did the League of Legends Worlds thing.
Oh,
They do that every year, and it was actually really exciting.
Yeah. How many people watch that?
I actually have no idea.
Yeah.
Maybe you never know with China.
Yeah.
But that's what I wanted to bring
Yeah.
up. China as well is like a huge amount of the viewership for this. And while it is really exciting, you can't really do it without China. So it's like, and we're all just gonna sit here and be like, we don't see the problem here.
We don't see it.
Not that Chinese and China in general
Yeah.
is all bad, but
Yeah.
like, I'm positive that like their government has something to do with their teams, and like they're probably not treating the players and staff so well either.
No, definitely.
But we're just gonna be like, no, like,
Yeah.
listen, it's awesome, do the thing.
The world is an ugly place.
The world's an ugly place, and you know what? It doesn't get prettier.
What?
I said it doesn't get prettier.
Oh, I thought you said what doesn't get prettier. I thought you were.
Well,
gonna
what
say
doesn't
something.
get prettier?
Yeah.
I can think of a million things that don't
Yeah,
get prettier.
the
man.
Pokemon game.
Me,
You,
You.
the Pokemon game.
the Pokemon game,
Exactly.
and that's
Did you?
that's it.
But did you buy the game or no?
No.
You're not gonna.
I'm not going to.
I'm not. I was gonna buy this one if it was. If the reviews were more positive, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my Switch out and play this time.
Yeah.
But now after this shit show, I don't wanna. I really don't.
No,
Want to.
I think if you can find it somewhere to we don't approve
What
of
are you saying?
downloading.
Okay, well, no, this is not something that we condone.
No,
that we,
but downloading a version of the game online, putting it onto perhaps some kind of memory card, and then inserting it into your Switch.
Okay.
Maybe that's technology that exists.
That does sound like technology that is available and exists.
I would recommend that. Just because you should also not give a single fucking
Yeah.
to these motherfuckers
That's a
ever
cent.
again.
Yeah.
And the only way that they will ever make a change is if we don't buy the game.
Yeah, but we wanna play it for the love of the game.
But it's so bad.
I know.
There's also no way to make it more difficult. There's only
Yeah.
one option, and it's to ensure that 5-year-olds can play and beat it. You know, the trainers, like when you meet trainers in the wild, they don't attack you anymore. Like you could walk
Like
in
when
front
you
of
walk
them.
when you walk past
When you
it,
walk
they
past
don't
them, they don't attack.
you don't get the exclamation mark and the
And they walk over and they do like some little text.
yeah.
And
I also heard you can't go into buildings anymore.
No,
which is also
they
weird.
made this like big open fucking world, and then they kill it.
Yeah.
That's another thing that games get so fucking wrong these days.
Yeah.
All they want to do is make bigger open worlds to say that they have the biggest open world,
Yeah.
and then they put nothing in it.
Yeah. It's like lifeless.
Lifeless.
Yeah, and then I saw what else was something that I saw. Yeah, you're supposed to be able to play in whatever order you want to, like you can.
Yeah.
But then the gyms don't scale up scale up or down according to like your
Level.
progression.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also bad.
Yeah. So you could get lost in something that
Yeah.
you think is fun,
Yeah.
and they've also advertised that you can play
Yeah.
however you want.
Yeah, but that's
take it at your own
retarded.
time.
Like it doesn't feel like that would be difficult even.
No.
I'm not a developer, but
But for some reason, they don't want you to play the way you want to play. They want you
yeah.
to do it linear.
Yeah.
But then they also want to open up the entire world and make it lifeless. And
What do you think about the open world, like do it at your own accord?
I think it works really, really well in some games.
Yeah.
And then in other games like Pokemon,
Yeah.
it doesn't, because they don't care.
Yeah.
It's like the new fad.
Yeah.
I think everybody wants to make something open world because that's like what they think
Yeah.
everybody wants.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, in my limited experience, the only one that I played was Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And I liked it because that was just such a good game. But
Yeah.
but I don't necessarily need that open world. As long as it's a good story, I don't mind being put on like a specific path.
Yeah. And I think that's, I think that people are starting to see that the audience actually does want something linear, because like in Breath of the Wild, you can get up to like, you can play and get like 200 hours in the game.
Yeah.
Just because like you can explore the world, and then like, and that's done really well.
Yeah.
And then maybe you go to some place and there's like a house there, and you're like, oh, what's this? And you find one of those guys
Yeah.
that you it's
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
plants.
Yeah.
I
Oh yeah,
forget
yeah.
what they- I forget
The
what it's called.
something
Kokoroko.
Kokoroko something.
Yeah, you find one of those, and it's like ding,
Yeah.
and he goes, "Hee."
Exactly.
And that's good. And then like maybe you go there and there's an NPC, and then maybe you go to the top of the mountain, and then you learn that you can like they're doing like a surf thingy there. Whatever. The world is full. It's full of detail, and that's why it's so good.
Yeah.
But then you get like even Cyberpunk honestly was not so. It was pretty lifeless. It looked really good, and they had so many interesting concepts and stuff. But then like there's a huge skyscraper and it does nothing. And maybe you can go up this like big building and there's stairs, but then like 2 floors up there's like a box in the way that they put there. And you're like, oh, like
that's so sad.
you're not going anywhere.
When you can see the potential, but
When
for
you can see the
for some
potential.
reason they didn't get to unlock it.
No, that's that Qatar 2022.
That's a
shit,
Qatar
man.
Scarlet Violet shit.
Yeah,
I don't know what's worse.
There's potential for a title there, Scarlet Pokemon Qatar.
Pokemon Qatar.
Qatar equal Pokemon
World Cup Scarlet.
World Cup Violet Scarlet 2022 Pokemon.
Yeah.
But you know what? No,
what?
I was gonna say, you know what this title of this episode is going to be, because I know.
You know already.
I know already.
All right.
But we won't get there yet.
Okay. Stick around until the end of the episode.
Stick around until the end. You'll see that.
That's some retention hack right there.
Yeah. I have a query.
A query.
Or
okay.
I have a concept that I want to see if what your take is on.
My Andrew take on it.
I mean, what's your Andrew take on are smartphones a human right at this point?
Are smartphones a human right? Wait, where are you? I'm trying to analyze where you come from with this question.
Here's where the thought process was. I remember it now. We all agree that child labor is really bad.
Yeah.
And while efficient,
yeah, financially, yeah.
financially sound, it's bad.
It's just bad.
Your iPhone
Yeah.
was potentially made by like a kid in a fucking factory. He's the only one who can fit under the machine. So you have to get like this kid, or they have to remake the thing, and they're going to go with the kid, and then he's in danger of the thing, and there's a bunch of machines, and then it puts out all these like old people out of jobs and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But if we were to do it ethically,
Yeah.
we would have to pay so much more for our phones.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're already so expensive.
Yeah.
Because the 1% aren't going to take pay cuts.
No.
So it's either we have to pay more for them so that they can actually pay the people who make them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But we don't want to pay more. We want to pay less.
Yeah. Of course.
But these people should also have a salary
Yeah.
that they can live off of. And they don't have to eat that Filipino food.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called.
Yeah, what is it called?
It's they just take leftovers from the dump,
From the dump. Oh, okay.
and then they just fry it all up together, and it's called
beautiful.
something specific.
Yeah.
It's what poor people eat, basically.
Delicious.
So the question is,
Yeah.
should it be a human right to have a phone? Because it kind of has to be. Like if we took your phone away from you,
Yeah.
you might not be able to. You wouldn't be able to sign into your bank.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to pay your bills. You wouldn't be able to
Watch videos.
watch YouTube videos.
Yeah.
You go on Reddit.
Go on
Look
Reddit.
at the Pokemon Reddit and like
That's difficult.
laugh
I
your
can't
ass
do that.
off.
Yeah.
And for a lot of people, it's like it's work,
Yeah.
so they wouldn't be able to have access to like their work and their
Yeah.
jobs
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So at this point, this shit is like we're so dependent on it. It's a human right.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. I think we need to have that human right.
So does
Because-
everybody, when they're born,
Yeah.
they reach a certain age of 18 maybe, and then they're assigned a smartphone?
That would be good. I think
I think so too.
that would be good. I don't know how that would work, and that's probably never gonna happen.
I
But
don't think so either.
because of how dependent we are on the smartphones. But yeah, my friend, that is the problem with capitalism.
is it a problem with capitalism or is it a problem with us?
My friend, this is the problem with the system. It makes you think, is it us or is it the system?
Because you don't need an iPhone 14.
No. That's the problem. That's the problem with iPhones. They release one every year.
Uh-huh.
Why can't we just release one every 5 years?
Because
We can't because of
they,
money.
Yeah, they can't because they have to remain
Yeah.
like the biggest franchise.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if they did it every 5 years
Yeah.
and made the same amount of money, like these guys, something that I think about when I see these fucking guys, why do they need $100 million every year?
Yeah.
What are you
just
doing
wanna
with that
strangle them.
100
Why?
million, man? You're paying Qatar?
Yeah.
Are you paying Qatar for the slavery?
Exactly. Yeah, it's just greed, I guess, at the end of the day.
It is.
But it's really dumb. Sorry, I'm usually more professional than this.
Let me see.
Actually, I will get back to this person later.
Answer it.
I already clicked it
Call
away.
him back.
I clicked it away.
Who was it?
I'll get back to
Who was
that
it?
person. It was my own mother.
And you hung up the phone on your own mother?
Yeah.
My mother had a birthday this week. We saw Black Adam. I talked about that.
You did.
And then we had a family meal yesterday.
That's nice.
And when I tell you about this place, man,
Yeah.
you might.
What was the place?
It was called Bistroteket.
Bistroteket.
It's this I call him my brother Adam, and he's it's just that our families are so close and we grew up together.
Yeah.
So he moved to a new place around Nytorget, and then they go to this restaurant a lot.
Yeah.
So we went there, and you know that feeling when you just like it's just easy a menu and you're like I want the grill plate translation.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, all right, the grill plate. And then they bring over the grill plate and there's like a ton of different meats on it.
Yeah.
And like veggies and there's corn. And then you just like, it's just sharing. You go family style.
Oh, it's like a big serving in the middle of the table. And
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless, except if you're my mom. Then
Yeah.
she gets her own thing.
Yeah.
But that's just great. And you know what? I have sort of changed my lifestyle.
You've changed your lifestyle.
Changed my lifestyle a little bit.
Okay.
I now treat meat as a luxury.
As a luxury.
I don't need it every day, and I don't have it every day.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you go to a restaurant,
Yeah.
you just gotta.
Yeah, that's
You know
the
what
point.
I'm saying?
No, that's the point of going to a restaurant. If you're going to a restaurant, you might as well get the meat, for instance.
Yeah, and if father's paying,
And if the dad is paying,
if father pays, I'm gonna go.
I'm
Okay,
gonna go
father.
with that meat,
I'm gonna go with that big meat.
if you don't mind.
I want
father.
that man meat.
I want
you know
the
what I'm
man
saying?
meat. Yeah, that's nice. I never go to restaurants.
No, you should. No, I would say we should, but
Yeah,
then I'm also like, let's not waste our time at a restaurant, man.
it's also expensive.
It's so expensive. Like paying $30 for a meal.
Yeah,
That's crazy, man.
yeah. No, going to brunch, never done that. Or I have done that, but I rarely do.
But it was with a girl. We know.
Oh, but it was with a girl.
And you hooked up. We know.
And we know that too. Actually, has never happened. That particular situation that you described. But with my family, I have been to brunch.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I don't even enjoy cooking anymore.
Really?
Yeah,
I've
It's
kind
not-
of found an enjoyment for it.
I'm glad you did. I don't know how you did it, but for me, there's something about having to cook every day. You don't have to cook every day. You could cook a lot
Oh
one
my
day.
God, I don't cook every day.
But just the routine of cooking dishes, getting groceries, it somehow represents I don't know,
The daily grind.
the daily grind, the monotony,
Yeah.
you know,
It takes up a lot of time.
yeah,
Like just going to the store and like and thinking like, okay, like what do I have
yeah,
and what do I need? Oh, I could do that. Maybe you're in the store for 30 minutes.
yeah,
You go home. Maybe you're preparing stuff for another 30 minutes.
yeah,
You cook for 30 minutes. You eat for 30 minutes.
yeah,
You have to shower.
yeah,
You need then you stressed out. Oh, what do I do? Like, what do I do with
Yeah.
my free time now?
yeah. Imagine if you didn't have to worry about that.
Imagine if you were just some exec in Qatar.
Imagine if I just had money.
Yeah.
Ima-
You know what? Money would solve literally every single problem in the world. I
Yeah.
guarantee it.
Yeah. There's a, yeah.
I would be the happiest man on earth
Mm.
if I just got $1 million in my bank account every month.
Yeah. But isn't it like some sort of saying that like there is enough money to like make take everybody up to a certain standard of living at least, like if we
Yeah,
wanted
probably.
to, like technically, but yeah.
I guess so. But then there's also, I'm sure some finance bros could really
Mm.
argue against that.
Yeah.
Like if every monkey in the world had 20 bananas,
If every bored ape in the world had 20 bananas,
then there would be no
mm.
apes.
That's that economies of scale shit that you're talking about. my
Exactly.
friend.
Because
Yeah.
if you have 20 banana and
Yeah.
I have 1 banana,
Yeah.
I want 19 more banana.
Of course.
So
of
if I get
course.
19 more banana,
Yeah.
now all of a sudden your 20 banana
Yeah.
don't mean shit.
Yeah, but would you also want to work overtime, hardcore at Twitter right now as a software engineer?
No,
Because that's
fucking
what they
chance.
need right now, according to Musk.
No, they're doing fine according to Musk.
Yeah, according to Musk, they're doing fine. But,
Yeah.
but he sent out that email that you might have seen.
No.
You didn't see that email?
No, I didn't see
He
that
was sending an
email.
email to his staff, like saying that, this is the situation we're gonna have to like, we're gonna need people who are ready to like work hardcore, like
Oh.
literally work overtime.
Yeah.
And like, if you don't want this, like, let me know by 4 p.m. or something. And then I guess they get a severance pay or something and get to leave.
Yeah,
the company.
awesome.
I would love that too. And also like
Yeah.
not working from home. Like it's really interesting, this Twitter saga.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
I think he's taking it at a perspective of being like a manager at McDonald's, you
Yeah.
know? He's like, obviously you have to come into work.
Yeah.
Obviously you have to put in overtime.
Mm.
But he's not that, you know what I mean? And he has this reputation of being like the guy who gets in the company. He doesn't start any companies, but he gets in and then takes it to the next level.
Yeah. That's what's going to be interesting to see where it takes Twitter.
I think he's taking it into
To
the
the
dumps.
grave.
I think there's no chance in hell that Twitter goes away.
Yeah.
Even if he does run it into the ground,
Mm.
someone is going to pick it up and be like, Twitter is like basically a human right at this point,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
again, but it's not going anywhere. However, him firing everybody and then making them work overtime,
Yeah.
fuck this guy, man.
Yeah. And then there was something about him like sort of regretting that approach or something, because a lot of people, because Twitter used to have this policy of like work from anywhere, I think.
Yeah.
So now he's realizing, okay, maybe we need to offer people some flexibility
Yeah.
because we need these people. So I don't know. It's interesting.
If you're working at Twitter, you're probably a very seasoned programmer, engineer, marketer.
Yeah, you're probably very sought after.
You're extremely sought after. If you just like, if you're just like, hey, Musk, like, we don't like this, man. He's like,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it? And then you go, I'm going to leave.
I'm going to go at another company.
Yeah. Then he goes, oh, really? Shit.
But I'm Elon
Really?
Musk.
Really didn't think you were going to say that,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Imagine being that, though. I would love that position of power.
Of
then
being
you
a
have that
software engineer?
over- you have that over Elon Musk.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, then I'm leaving.
But there are probably some people who are willing to stay just because it's cool to work for Elon Musk.
Yeah, and then he goes into the office to take a picture and then like post it on Twitter, of course.
He took a photo of like a whiteboard too with like some coding, I don't know,
He's standing there
structures.
looking at this.
It's like, move this over here.
Yeah. Actually, let's run the numbers again. Got it.
Yeah, he looks like such a fraud from that perspective, but
I mean, isn't he kind of a fraud?
he probably is in some regards, but he's probably also
Like
smart.
he was trying to back out of this deal as well.
Yeah.
And then when they threatened him, he was like, okay, sorry.
Yeah, but maybe he likes that. Maybe he likes this excitement. He gets
Maybe.
off on it. This challenge.
I think he gets off on flight attendants as well.
On flight attendants, yeah.
If you remember that story.
I remember that story
Yeah.
with the flight attendants. Yeah, that's Musk. But what else must we talk about?
There's one thing that we must talk about.
Yeah.
We must talk about.
What must we talk about?
We must talk about the title of the episode.
Okay, are we doing that now?
I think we can do that now. Unless you want to hit some other
No, I just have topics, but
Hit
we
me.
can,
No, let's hit me with one of them, and then we'll talk about the title.
ordering Foodora during times like these.
Oof. You really want to give me anxiety?
I want to give you some.
Jesus Christ,
I want to
man.
give
What's
you
wrong with
something.
you?
Because yesterday somebody was getting into my apartment building, and yesterday was so chaotic with the snow. A lot of trains and buses.
That's how you
got
mean, okay.
canceled. Yeah. And then I asked the guy, like, is it difficult to get around today? And he was like, yeah, it was this Indian guy. It's always like Indian people most of the time working these jobs, and I felt so bad for him. It's like I wish you could have a better job than this.
Yeah.
But like not that I'm like a good person, which I'm not. That's also been proven throughout the history of this podcast.
Of course, if you're a long-time listener,
If you're a
you might
long-time listener,
understand.
yeah. But and it somehow like made me angry because he was carrying KFC and he was going to the top floor, my floor also,
Yeah.
and delivering it to my neighbor, and I was like, that's nice for you that you can just have somebody bring you KFC today. It's a little bit chilly outside. Maybe you're tired. Let's get this guy on a moped. He's gonna be Bambi on ice all the way to your apartment building.
He's like, you can, as it's snowing and it's so windy as well, you can't see anything.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just felt bad for him, but these things are complicated. At least he has a salary, but it's still a shitty job.
Yeah.
It's like the Qatar all over again. Qatar Pokemon thing.
It is a little bit of a Qatar Pokemon thing, because if we didn't order food and we demanded that they pay their employees like a good wage, because it should be really expensive to order food.
Yeah.
That's the price you pay
Yeah.
for like having the money to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And especially like now, I thought you were talking more like in times like these, like where inflation is so crazy, everything is so expensive.
Yeah.
And then you're also like, everything is so expensive right now. I'm also going to do something really like stupid and expensive and order food.
Okay. Yeah, no, that wasn't my perspective, but that's also an interesting.
That is a perspective, but also in
Interesting
this awful climate.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's something that we could fix by just being like, we're never going to use the app until you agree pay these motherfuckers like what they deserve.
But then you sit there hungover on a Sunday afternoon. There's no food.
Oh yeah, and I'm guilty. I'm more than guilty.
Yeah, and that's fine. I'm not passing judgment. I'm just saying that it's sad.
It is sad. And then you get the option to tip before, and it's like, I'm not gonna tip a guy before he delivers it.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I gonna push don't tip. Like that sucks. And like, but what if he sucks too?
Yeah.
And like now I tipped this guy like 40%, and like I didn't get my food even.
It's a sticky situation.
It's a really sticky. And you know what? And Uber Eats or whatever. These motherfuckers know that as well.
Yeah.
They're like, let's make them tip before.
Yeah.
So that people are inclined to not tip.
Yeah, I know. And then we have to feel guilty about it, but it's I don't know. It's a sticky situation.
Rain or shine, those guys got to go out there
and grinding.
And grind. They have to grind
for our KFC.
And we deserve the KFC. At the end of the day, we deserve it.
Do we? I don't know.
No, I don't know either. But it's too hard to cook on your own.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's get to what you wanted to say.
Let's get to it.
What you specifically wanted to do and say.
Yeah, I brought up doing a season finale of the show because I don't know. I don't feel that we feel the passion for this as much as we used to. Even though it is fun to do.
Yeah.
It comes with challenges as well.
Yeah.
And I think it's in the benefit of me and the pod. Can't say the same for you because I don't speak for you.
No.
That we do a season finale, we do a hiatus, and we see when and if we come back.
Yeah, we did have a season. It's not the first time. We did have a season finale.
Not the first time. No. We did the season finale here as well.
Yeah. Around episode, I don't even know, like 30, 40. I don't know, something like that. Yeah. And, but yeah, it's fun to do. But like you said, we've been discussing like where to take it in terms of monetizing it, or asking ourselves, do we want to take this to the next level or just do it for fun? And it's like we've been stuck on between all these thoughts for a while. So now I guess this is the result of
and different like concepts for
and
the
concepts
show
also.
as well. Like, what do we want this to even be?
Yeah, like we tried interviewing Gustav, which was fun,
Which
by
was
the way.
really fun. And I would love to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's also like incredibly difficult finding people to interview. Like, we would have to treat it as a full-time job, basically. Like, looking online and being like, oh, this guy does this and this and this, and you go like, hey, you speak English? And he goes, no, I don't. I'm not so speak. I'm not.
Yeah,
so
that's
good
one of the
in
practical challenges living in Sweden, but doing an English-speaking podcast. It's not the biggest challenge, but it isn't as what would you call it, friction-free as. If we would do it
friction-free, really nice.
Friction-free.
Really,
If we would do it in Swedish, we would have so many more options.
Yeah. Which is a little bit of a cop out, a little bit of an excuse.
Yeah. That's not the
but
biggest
at the same
one,
time, it is, like you said, it's not friction free.
Friction-free.
It's a practical issue. That's not friction free.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I think, like, you know, we take a hiatus, we talk to each other.
Yeah.
We go like, what should it be?
Yeah.
And then once we decide on a thing, like there's also some other challenges that we probably won't talk about here. But there are more things to just to creating the pod than just like coming here, turning on a camera, like.
Yeah. And we've been trying to keep it consistent, like the professionals do, like every week. So you do have to come here, and like it does take some time and effort. So yeah, a hiatus. It's not the end. It's not goodbye. It's smell you later, Gary Oak style.
Nice, really nice. Yeah. It is. We're gonna see. We're gonna have to see.
Yeah, but we're still here. We're still here. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. And then, you know, there's probably some other creative endeavors out there that we might want to get our hands on a little bit.
Yeah, the world is a big place. Nasty things happen, but good things can happen too.
Yeah, and you know, once the sun starts to show up around here again, maybe there's more of like a, you know, fuck it, like.
Yeah.
Let's just go old school 43p style, man.
Exactly. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
The ball is round, as they say in Qatar.
Exactly.
Yeah. But also,
2023, who knows what happens, basically.
Who knows what happens. And since we're on this topic anyway, some people are listeners of the music. And maybe the same thing goes for the music too at the moment, in case people are wondering.
Yeah.
Because some people have been asking, like, what's up with the music?
Is there new music coming out? And yeah, that's also something that I know Emir is going to do music until he dies, probably.
Yeah.
Will anyone listen?
Who knows? But I'm gonna sit there like that skeleton, that meme, you know,
at the computer.
At the computer. That's gonna be me.
Yeah, and you also look a little bit like a skeleton already.
Yeah. I just need to lose
after the COVID you had. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But there as well. I can't speak for you, but I don't know where I stand with that personally.
Yeah, and that's just the ebb and flow of life, I would say.
That's the ebb and flow of life. We're business partners.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it.
So if we're not doing these two things, goodbye, Emir.
Goodbye. It was nice to meet you.
Really nice knowing you.
But also, we should take the opportunity to say thank you to Mr. Benjamin Kessler for letting us use the space here. In case people are wondering, where are we? What are we doing?
It's not called B23 anymore. No. But you know, it's if you're ever into, does he do video still?
Yeah, he does. Of course.
If you're on the professional side, and
if you're in the B2B communications,
B2B communications, and you're looking for the best in the fucking business, L&D. There's only one guy you can go to. His name is Ben.
Yeah.
He lives in B23.
Yeah. He's been really nice. He's been letting us use the space for free.
Yeah, and it's a fucking awesome place, and the equipment's great. The camera's amazing. The light's fucking awesome. The mics work perfect.
It's a little bit cold.
But we have to bring our own SD cards.
And we have to bring our SD cards.
And until someone steals them.
Yeah, but other than that, it's pretty good.
Yeah, so big shout out to Ben. And of course, big shout out to everybody who was listening and commenting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
else is
Thank you
what-
so much.
Yeah, that's it.
I think that's it.
That's it. The end. Let's do it. Let's do it.